So we have resolution of n algebraic fractions into its partial fractions when denominator consists of non-repeated irreducible quadratic factors. Since we know that irreducible means the factors which cannot be factorized further, they are already in the most simplified form, so they cannot be simplified further. And non-repeated means that the factor will be only for once. And as you know that quadratic means x to the power 2, so we will start resolving the fraction when denominator consists of non-repeated irreducible quadratic factors. Resolve the given fractions into its partial fractions, and the fraction given to us is 3x minus 11 whole divided by x plus 3x square plus 1. You can easily observe over here that one factor given to us is the linear one and the other one is the quadratic one, since the quadratic is related to the power of x only. So it is x square plus 1. It is the quadratic but irreducible and non-repeated one, since the whole power of this factor x square plus 1 is just 1. It is not greater than 1, so it is not being repeated over here. We have 3x minus 11 whole divided by x plus 3 into x square plus 1. Since we discussed in the last lecture that we have to deal with the proper fractions when we have to decompose a fraction into its partial fractions. So if we would be given a fraction with the denominators consisting of the linear factors, we will just write a single unknown in terms of a constant over there in the numerator. But if we would be given a quadratic factor in the denominator, we will write a linear polynomial in the numerator in terms of unknowns. So let 3x minus 11 divided by x plus 3 into x square plus 1 is equal to, since this x plus 3 is the linear factor, so we will write an unknown in terms of constant, that is a, in the numerator. So it will be a divided by x plus 3 plus, since the second factor is the quadratic one, so we will write the numerator as bx plus c, that is the linear polynomial with unknowns b and c. So we will solve further by multiplying both sides of the equation number 1 by the LCM of the denominator, and LCM of the denominator will be x plus 3 into x square plus 1. So after multiplying the given equation number 1 by the LCM of the denominator, we just get 3x minus 11 is equal to a into x square plus 1 plus bx plus c into x plus 3. We will multiply the terms inside the brackets mutually to get 3x minus 11 is equal to ax square plus a plus bx square plus 3bx plus cx plus 3c. It's our equation number 3. Since we have one linear non-repeated factor, so we can apply the zeros method to find out the value of one unknown out of the 3. So let x plus 3 is equal to 0. This implies that x is equal to minus 3. Putting it in equation number 2, we just get 3 into minus 3 minus 11 is equal to a into minus 3 square plus 1 plus b into minus 3 plus c into minus 3 plus 3. Obviously b and c will be eliminated since they are being multiplied to minus 3 plus 3, and minus 3 plus 3 is equal to 0. So we will get the value of a as minus 20 is equal to 10a, which will give us a is equal to minus 2. Now we do not have any more linear factor to be applied to the zeros method over it. So we cannot use the zeros method anymore, but we have to find out the values of remaining two unknowns, and we will use the comparison of coefficients method over it. So we start comparing the coefficients of x square and x. We have written x square and x. Since we have the two unknowns, so we will have to compare the coefficients of two x's with respect to their powers for finding out the values of these two unknowns b and c. So first we start with the comparison of the coefficients of the highest power of x, that is x square. So coefficient of x square will be compared, and from equation number 3 after comparison we just get 0 is equal to a plus b. Since on the left hand side we do not have any term containing x square, so in its place we just write 0. 0 is equal to a plus b. Putting a is equal to minus 2, we just get the value of b to be 2. So b is equal to 2. We now have the values of two unknowns a and b. We still have c to be determined. For this we compare the coefficients of x from equation number 3. We get 3 is equal to 3b plus c. Since the value of b is with us, so substituting b by 2, we just get the value of c as minus 3. The last and the very important step is to put the values of a, b and c, and in equation number 1 we just get 3x minus 11 divided by x plus 3 into x square plus 1 is equal to minus 2 by x plus 3 plus 2x minus 3 whole divided by x square plus 1. Question number 6 is x square by x plus 2 into x square plus 4. Obviously the given fraction is the proper fraction, so we will start decomposing it into its partial fractions. Let x square by x plus 2 into x square plus 4. The first factor is the linear one, so we will write an unknown a as a constant in numerator of it. So it will be a by x plus 2 plus bx plus c divided by x square plus 4. Bx plus c is the linear polynomial but have b and c unknowns and is the numerator of the fraction containing x square plus 4 in the denominator. It's our equation number 1. Multiplying both sides by the LCM of the denominator, we just get x square into a into x square plus 4 plus bx plus c into x plus 2. It is our equation number 2, and equation number 3 will be obtained after multiplying the terms inside the bracket mutually, and we get x square is equal to ax square plus 4a plus bx square plus 2bx plus cx plus 2c. Now since we have a linear polynomial in the denominator, it is a linear factor, so it will be x plus 2 is equal to 0, since we can apply the zeros method over it. After putting it as equal to 0, we just get the value of x to be minus 2. So putting x is equal to minus 2 in equation number 2, we just get a is equal to 1 by 2. Now we cannot apply zeros method over any more factors, so we will have to use the comparison method. So comparing the coefficients of x square and x from equation number 3, we just get coefficients of x square. After comparing the coefficients of x square, we just get 1 is equal to a plus b. Since the value of a is 1 by 2, so putting the value of a as 1 by 2, we just get the value of b as 1 by 2. Next is the comparison of coefficients of x. After comparing the coefficients of x from equation number 3, we just get 0 is equal to 2b plus c. Since the value of b is 1 by 2, so we have c is equal to minus 1 by putting b is equal to 1 by 2. Last and the very important step is to put the values of a, b and c in equation number 1. After putting the values of a, b and c in equation number 1, we just get we get x square by x plus 2 into x square plus 4 is equal to 1 by 2 divided by x plus 2 plus 1 by 2 x minus 1. This 1 by 2 and minus 1 can be added or subtracted to find out a single fraction. After subtracting them, we just get x minus 2 whole divided by 2, and we have written it over here by bringing down the denominator 2 with x square plus 4. So it becomes 1 divided by 2 into x plus 2 plus x minus 2 whole divided by 2 into x square plus 4. Question number 7 and 8 of exercise 4.3 are very important. 1 divided by x cube plus 1 is given to us in question number 7. Now x cube plus 1 is the cubic polynomial, but it can be factorized. So first we are going to factorize x cube plus 1 by using the formula of a cube plus b cube, which is equal to a plus b into a square minus ab plus b square. So 1 divided by x cube plus 1 will become 1 divided by x minus 1 into x square minus x plus 1. Since x plus 1 is the linear factor, so its denominator will be simply a constant a which is unknown to be determined, but the numerator of x square minus x plus 1 will be bx plus c, which is the linear polynomial since the denominator is the quadratic one. So we solve it by multiplying with the LCM of the denominators and get 1 is equal to a into x square minus x plus 1 plus bx plus c into x plus 1. It will be 1 is equal to ax square minus ax plus a plus bx square plus bx plus cx plus c. It is our equation number 3. Since we have one linear non-repeated factor in the denominator, so we can apply the zeros method over it. It will be, let x plus 1 is equal to 0. This implies that x is equal to minus 1. Putting in equation number 2, we get 1 is equal to a into minus 1 square minus into minus 1 plus 1 plus b into minus 1 plus c minus 1 plus 1. b and c will be eliminated and we will find the value of a as 1 by 3. Now since we do not have any more linear non-repeated factors, so we cannot apply the zeros method anymore. So we will use the comparison method to find out the values of remaining two unknowns b and c. For this we first compare the coefficient of x square and get 0 is equal to a plus b since the value of a is 1 by 3. So substituting a by 1 by 3, we just get the value of b as b is equal to minus 1 by 3. Now we compare the coefficients of x and we get the equation 0 is equal to minus a plus b plus c. So we put the values of a and b to find out the value of c from this particular equation, and we get c is equal to 2 by 3. In the very last step we are going to put the values of a, b and c, and the resultant fraction which we just obtained is equal to 1 divided by 3 into x plus 1 minus x minus 2 by 3 into x square minus x plus 1 in terms of the partial fractions of the given fraction. And it ends our today's lecture. You are going to complete exercise 4.2 and 4.3.